Alright, Nighthaunt versus Sylvaneth, Game 3, Sherbrooke Loremaster, Nagash versus Alarielle. Here we go. Alright, Nagash, Nighthaunt, Scarlet Doom, Spirit Torment, Master of Magic, who's there for Cogs primarily. Trollgas Crusader. Oh, and bringing back models. Spirit Torment has been MVP for my days so far. Nagash is just badass. Shutting down casting, being the baddest man in the Mortal Realms. Trollgas Crusader has been doing really a lot of work too. The Pennant of the Fell Wind, -1 to wound within 3-inch bubble, has been great. I'm really toying with the idea of going to the Light Shard just for that extra attack. 80 attacks on the Bladegeist Revenants is crazy, but it's one for a game. It's probably going to destroy whatever it touches. I don't know if it's overkill, and the utility of the -1 to wound has probably saved me a lot of armor saves. -1 to wound is really annoying to deal with. As usual, we got the three hammers, the bounty hunters, Bladegeist Remnants, 5 Hexrays, 5 Hexrays, Nagash, and the command entourage going up against Jan the Koch and his Sylvaneth dwindling. So he's going to get to re-roll casting or unbind once per phase or something like that. I don't know, quite often. And Alarielle. So Nagash versus Alarielle. Alarielle's got some cool new rules. She gets to summon something, and then there's a branch witch. So there's no Warsong Revenant, although I would love to Hand of Dust the Warsong Revenant. That would be like my ultimate dream. But if I can get Alarielle, dusted off, that'd be really good too. I'm not too afraid of Jan's list. I know that he has a lot of higher end sides there. Those Kurnoth Hunters, if they touch Nagash, he's just going to melt. I know that Sylvaneth, they're just going to strike and fade whatever they can. So I just have to really be careful to try to move up the board cautiously and hope to shut down Nagash's magic while keeping the forests away. It's Prize of Gallet, so like literally anything could happen. I know that I'm more drops than him, so he's going to get to choose to make me go first. And when you take a look at Prize of Gallet, it's not going to be easy. Like, going second in Prize of Gallet is amazing. Like, it's such an advantage to choose the objective and then choose whether you want to make it proving ground or not. My Galician veterans are pretty much only my Bladegeist Remnants. So if I have to take a proving grounds, I can only take them with these Bladegeist. And for Jan too, like if he chooses a proving grounds, I think he can only take them with his tree revenants. So yeah, it's tough. Like the Kurnoths are 5 wounds each, so they don't count. The tree revenants are going to melt to my my bounty hunters, but other than that, it's a pretty good balance in these lists. With the terrain, like I think that for Prize of Gallet and a lot of the other things as well, like Montreal GT, I laid up this template for like where I want the terrain, like it's recommended. Just look at the little leprechaun logo that we have here. There should be 2 pieces of terrain, wholly or partially within like your opponent's territory or your territory. That's for claiming Desecrate. And for a Sylvaneth player, you should really have 4 pieces outside of the territories. So that gives them like an opportunity to actually mark them as like a Wildwood or Overgrown or whatever the Sylvaneth keyword that they use is. And it's really good. Anyways, I was really looking forward to play Jan. I've played him a bunch. When we're in the Montreal area, we tend to play the same players over and over again, but we only have like, I don't know, 70 of us that play. So it's good. It's going to be a good time. Let's take a look at the photos. Prize of Gallet. As we can see, it's a real chess match. The board is laid out here, kind of described in the other battle plan. It is really good. I really like this battle plan. Playing against Jan, it's going to be a real chess match, that's for sure. I know Jan is probably going to make me go first. I don't know if he's going to choose one of the side ones, objectives, or if he's going to take first and then just try to turtle up on one thing. If he gives me first turn, I need to get my unit of Bladegeist onto one of the objectives so that I can capture it for like 1, 2, hold 1, hold more. That's going to give me 2 points. Then my battle tactic for the first round, I don't exactly know what it's going to be. Usually I'm going to go with against the odds. I've been told that against the odds, it works even on an objective that is not even yours. So you don't even have to control it and score points on it. You just have to basically get control of that objective with no Gallivette like contesting it. So you can do it on any of the objectives even though you're not scoring points on it. I would not have thought that that's how it is, but I have not seen anything to say, you know, the contrary. So it's really, really cool. I have set up my hex rays. Their screen. I know nothing's coming from the back. I know I'm probably going to have a castle that's going to be set up right here in the middle, as symmetrical as possible, because I know I just have to try to adapt. I am deploying right now. I know that I'm playing just for that round two priority. I'm playing to win priority and give the turn away. I want my opponent in Prize of Galay to go first on the second turn. That way I now control which objective is going to be scoreable, and I'm almost always going to turtle up on my home objective, and I'm going to make sure that I score 1, score 2, score more on my my round 2, just to try to get the scoring going. As we can see here, we got the deployment going well. I think Jan is kind of castled up in the back. He's got his branch witch back here. She's going to be casting stuff through the forest. Nagash was far enough up front that I knew that 30 inches was going to be enough for him to unbind all of Alarielle stuff, as well as all of the branch witch stuff. Nagash was super, super important in that respect. Other than that, I'm just really trying to get things going. Jan did give me first turn. He made this objective over here on the left the one that you score, and he made it the proving ground. So with my unit of blade guys that are right here, I made sure that they were far enough back to not get alphaed by anything, as well as be able to move the 14 inches and just be able to get onto the objective on this one or this one. So I'm just going to auto run 6. I'm going to get the objective. I'm going to take my against the odds. I'm going to take my 2 points from the objective, and I'm going to get my 4 points, and I'm just going to wait and see if this position that I have is going to be enough to kind of hold whatever Jan or my opponent wants to do in retaliation on round 1, and then I'm trying to give away that turn 2 on round 2. I've moved up here. Nagash has his buffs. This unit of Hex Race, as usual, has the Shade Mist and the Seal of Shayesh. Nagash is loaded up as a Arcane Bolts. He's got his Mystic Shield. Nothing was in range for any of the portal stuff, so I've just basically used the Spirit Torment. I put out the cogs. The cogs is in another nice little bubble here for me to then use for next turn 2, so I don't have to worry about anything. Reroll and casting with Nagash, honestly, it's just been so strong for the day. I am super happy with it. And a cool model, right? This is a good matchup, isn't it? Nagash versus Alarielle. Really, what a really good match it's going to be. Jan's army here is ridiculous. As you can see, he's wearing an AOS shirt. This is painted by Vanessa Cotino, who is a phenomenal commission painter. Her work is appeared in White Dwarf. She's on YouTube. She's on Twitch. She is very well known in the local scene here in Montreal and in Quebec. Her work is ridiculous. Like, yeah, I'm playing against Jan's army. Like, look at my army. It's like, it's okay. Like, it's going to score some points in a painting contest, but Jan's army here, this army that Vanessa has done, is going to win a painting contest. That's just the difference. Yeah, look at the shading on the beetle here and Alarielle. Like, my camera is not meant for taking these high quality photos, and I took one because I was like, wow, this is just so crazy. So good to play with. Again, back to the battle thing here. Jan with his arms crossed, look a little tired, game 3, but we're really going to have a think about how we want to try to get through this game and really make it all 5 turns. I never sit when I play. I'm a guy who stands up, so I don't know if that's kind of intimidating for my opponent, but I'm just like, go. I try to bring as much energy to the table as I possibly can, and try to not make as many stupid mistakes as this. Like, listen, we play Warhammer, we make mistakes. We're not playing for money. We're playing for fun. You gotta try to just to be reasonable. Have a conversation with your opponent. This is the battle. This is the battlefield. What it looks like in the beginning. You have that conversation with your opponent. Yan and I always said, okay, you're inside the ruin. That you're in cover. You're outside the ruin. You're not in cover. We're gonna draw a straight line from the border. That is very clear. You know, this building is here. We didn't say that it's garrisonable. I know Age of Sigmar has bad terrain rules, but I think the terrain rules are great. It's just high level people want to have a little bit more rules to make their game a little bit more precise. So, here, yeah. Ended my turn. Jan's army is beautiful, and he's just getting ready to take a look at what he's going to do in his round one. Yeah, wow, look at this army. My gosh, I'm not going to give you a battle report. I'm just going to show you photos of Jan's army. Even the tree remnants back there are just so super cool, and the branch witch is here. So it's a low model count army, but so is mine, because, you know, he's got, what, 800-900 points into Alarielle. Me, I have 1,000 points invested into Nagash, and that's just it. So he's trying to figure out what he's going to do. He decided to use against the odds. He's going to take his... against the odds on his home objective. He's decided that that's just going to be how he's going to score it. He's not going to get any Galatian veterans onto the proving ground that he chose, so he's not going to get any points other than this. Against the odds, Nagash unbound everything he cast. It was a very slow turn for him. I think he wound up moving up some other stuff, and Alarielle summoned the Tree Lord. That was the end of his turn one. So we got him on 2 points, us on 4 points going into the priority roll for turn 2. I really knew that if I won this turn, I was going to give it away, and that is pretty much exactly what happened. I wound up just keeping my castle here. I won the priority. He finished the round of his turn. I gave away the turn. He managed to get off a spell. He managed to put a woods here. This woods wound up being really important because it's going to allow him in his second turn to actually try to do something, to try to come in and strike and fade with some stuff. You know, Nagash is not, you know, going to unbound every single spell that you're going to go up against, but, you know, it's nice when it does. But, you know, having a tree go off is okay. You know, he chose Desecrate. I think that there was a ruins over here that he was going to teleport his dryads over to go and get, and he was just going to really try to move up. He was going to try to take this objective. I had made this objective my home objective. Proving grounds, I already control it. I just want to get proving grounds out of the way, and I'm going to know that I'm going to score 1. He's not going to score. He's not going to score 2 and more, so he's just going to get his battle tactic for 3 points. Let's just see how his turn goes. Oh yeah, my gosh. So his turn 1 that I totally forgot to mention. So against the odds. So he moved up. The Everqueen, she moved up. She charged the Hex Rays. There's no damage here, but she charged the Hex Rays. She did a stomp through the Hex Rays because I was within 3 inches. She did her extra mortals to kill 5 of these Blade Geist with her superpowered mortals against models with 1 wound. And she speared the Spirit Torment with her spear, and I didn't make any of my saves. So, yeah, actually, his turn 1 was a little bit more productive than, you know, I'm remembering now. He got against the odds. He got 2 points. He doesn't control an objective. Alarielle came in, speared the Spirit Torment, and then faded right back to bind in her castle. And then on his turn 2, when I gave him the turn, I knew I wanted to redeploy my Blade Geist back because I didn't want to have to deal with really any of that mortals from the stomp again. And the Hex Race, they held strong, but on his second turn, he speared the Krulgas Crusader. So here I am next to my Pint Decider. I have my 2 models that Alarielle has killed, and it's my 2 heroes. So they got speared. Life goes on. I'm okay with my situation here. He's moved up these Tree Revenants, which left the the Tree Lord behind them. And here I'm just kind of measuring what I'm going to do in my turn. My turn, it's magic time again. I choose gaining momentum. I'm going to kill this unit right here. I thought that it was going to be pretty easy to kill them. I have these little blocks set up here, so I'm going to jump over them with my Hex Ray so that they cannot possibly redeploy behind. And then this Hex Rays are going to come up here, and they're just basically, as a bomb, they're going to go and destroy these Sword Kurnoths, which is going to be good. As a bonus to the round, I used Hand of Dust, and Hand of Dust got the Tree Lord Revenant, Tree Lord Ancient. So I'm really, really happy about my turn here. Beginning my turn, at least. I think that everything's going well. I got Mystic Shield on the Nagash again. Soul Stealer's going. My guys are at full health. I've lost my 2 heroes, but that's okay. Nagash is bringing back 4 models a turn, which is really, really good. At this point in time, when I'm just looking at the way things are setting up, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, I knew, like, turn 2. I control where things go. If I move up into this situation here and I want to really get into these Scythe Kurnoth Hunters, I'm leaving Nagash exposed here, so I make a decision. I'm just going to go all in. I'm just going to basically try to hit these Kurnoths with as much as I possibly can. I got a bunch of Arcane Bolts and stuff to unleash on them, and I know that these Bladegeist Remnants are going to come and kill these Kurnoths with the swords, so I'm going to get my battle tactic no matter what. What I didn't realize was going to happen is that Nagash was going to come in here. These guys, they only killed 1 with the Mortal Wounds, and my situation was good here. Nagash and the Hex Race, they came in and they killed 3 of these Kurnoths with the Scythes. But the real story is here is these guys with the swords, they fought back, and I think they killed a dozen of the Bladegeist Revenants. I didn't think that that was going to happen. I thought that it was going to be maybe like 6 or 7. And I really thought I was going to kill these guys. Had I really thought that I was going to lose that many, I would have just attacked with the Bladegeist Remnants first. At the end of round 2, I'm only at 5 points because I failed my battle tactics. So I'm holding 1, and I think that at the end of this turn, I'm not even holding 2. Because he counts as like 1, 2. I think I didn't even have enough models. There, this is the beginning of my hero phase on turn 3 after I won priority. Yeah, this other photo here, it shows, yeah, what happened here, and then I lost, like, yeah, the majority of my unit. I think they might have even killed 15, so he counts as 4 or something models. I think he killed, like, most of them. I had, like, 3 left or something. Anyway, I didn't get my battle tactic. I didn't get gaining momentum. I didn't even have enough to control this objective anymore because he took it back from me. So I scored 1 point from gaining momentum, which was just my home objective here. The good part is that I did win the priority going into turn 3, and I chose Desecrate because I'm already on this objective here. So I know I got to get these things here, and I got to kind of get things coming back here. Nagash has Recursion, so I'm bringing back models here. And the 1 Kurnoth Hunter that was left, with sides that was left at the end of round 2, I used the Hand of Dust on him, so now I put 2 models into the Hand of Dust. I'm looking at this situation now, I'm thinking, okay, where's Nagash going to go? I got to kind of retreat a little bit. I'm going to grab this objective because this is what Jan chose to have as the capturable one. And I just got to like say, okay, listen, I just got to take my easy 5 points. Retreat a little bit, make sure that these swords are dead, make sure that Alarielle can't do anything else. If I've killed all of his Kurnoth and all he has left is like Alarielle, the Aether Wings, and like 5 Tree Remnants, I think I'm in a really good spot. At the end of the turn, yeah, I got my 5 points. Jan chooses Barge through enemy lines, so I was looking at the board state after this. Yeah, Nagash came and cleaned up some stuff. I haven't taken any wounds here. This is 5 Hex Rays, 5 Hex Rays, 4 Bladegeist Remnants that I have left. I know I can bring them back, but my Spirit Torment, who does a lot of that work, is dead from the spear from Alarielle. And at the end of like the 3rd turn, yeah, I've got 10 points, and he's going to get barged through enemy lines. He took his Branch Witch, and she wound up teleporting to somewhere back over here. And then the Tree Revenants went there as well. So he's going to get his hold 1. which was, I think, this objective and my home objective, and then he's going to get his battle tactic for 3 points. So at the end of the third turn, it's 10 for me and 8 for him, and it's a really, really close game. And I still have most of my army, and he's got Alarielle, and we're going into turn 4 priority. So big roll off here. He winds up winning the priority. He chooses a battle tactic called Strike and Fade, or something that he basically has to just do a strike and fade. So I think he's going to go for Nagash on this situation, but I didn't really know. I think I might have popped Finest Hour on Nagash here because I was worried about Alarielle coming in and doing something on Nagash. He was wide open. I know she does a bunch of damage, and then he would just basically complete his battle tactic that way. It was either that or he wanted to do it on the Revenants over here. So the Revenants could also charge the Hex Race and then strike and fade. I think that's what wound up happening because if I remember later, Jan, we did just like a playback where this is what he said he wanted to do and then we forgot, and then the Hex Race killed the Tree Revenants, and then I was just like, no, that's for sure you can take that back because for sure that's not what you intended to do. So he basically he struck and faded them back out of combat, and they're somewhere down here safe and out of the way. My turn 4, so yeah, he's got 12 points now. My turn 4, I'm going to do Barge through enemy lines. I know I'm going to take back the objective, so I got hold 1, hold 2, hold more. I know this already. I just have to get the Hex Race over here somewhere, which is going to score me my 5 points. So I know at the end of this turn it's going to be fairly easy when I'm looking at this like showdown between like Nagash and Alarielle, that at the end of round 4, it's such a close game that I'm at 15 and he's at 12. And when we're rushing through, because the TO is really asking us what to do with the end of the game, we're just trying to figure out exactly where we have to be with our models to try to score a victory point. And at the end here, for some reason, I calculated that I was just going to go and I was going to do head-to-head, and I was going to use my Bladegeist Revenants that were here. They were going to come and kill the Tree Revenants. Well, what wound up happening is they didn't kill the Tree Revenants, so I failed my battle tactic. So I failed gaining momentum. I failed head-to-head, and I didn't even get to kill them. I didn't even get to get on my objective. And I calculated that and left everything there when I went all in on killing Alarielle here. So I wound up finishing with 18 points. But really, like looking at the board state now, at the end of my turn 5, we're just trying to rush through it. My turn 5, these guys, they redeployed 6 inches. I failed my charge. I failed my charge even to get here. I don't even have enough models to get onto this objective, so I don't even score this extra one. So I get hold 1, hold 2, hold more. I fail my battle tactic. I should have just retreated everything off the objectives so that I score my grand strategy. That would give me 21 points. I didn't. And the board state, basically after this, Jan gets his turn to like hypothetically like figure out what he's going to do with his thing. He says, okay, I killed Alarielle. Alarielle came back to life in the 5th turn. She came here, she teleported in, she made her 9-inch charge, she chose gaining momentum, she had to kill these Hex Race. These Hex Race, I put, Discorporate on them, she failed her roar, and guess what? They still died. So Alarielle comes back and gets the last laugh against Nagash, and yeah, they win the game. So the end was, I actually won 18-17, but Jan was able to get his grand strategy, which is having these 2 freaking models into my deployment zone. So he actually wound up winning the game 20-18. Super close match. Like super close match. I love this game so much. I had such a fun time. Really good fun playing with Jan. So thank you guys so much for watching this battle report. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole of the Loremaster series. And hope to see you guys out playing again here in Montreal, Quebec. Thanks.